Just a few more things to run through, Matt. And obviously, this evening we have the Sigerson Cup Final between UL and UCC. You won't have green mist tonight. You'll be going for the lads in black and red. There's no fear that the college, I suppose, against UL, you would say. They met in the first round. UL won below on the Mardyke 2-7-10. UL, as Pa mentioned earlier, they picked up really impressive wins over NUIG, who are the reigning champions, and DCU, who are the favourites. UCC kind of spluttered to the finishing line, but they have some really quality players from a Limerick point of view. Obviously, have Ronan McGilligan and John Hayes representing UL, but a lot of Clare lads in UL, and you've Paul Towie from Leitrim. You've these unheralded gems. UCC are more reliant on Kerry and Cork, and there's a few from Tipperary, but UL to win a first championship is what the bookies are looking at. UCC have far more tradition, but after reaching the final last year, will UL get over the line?
I think they will, Jack. And as you know, my loyalty, I saw college's last 3 games against Queen's, against St. Mary's, and at the weekend against DU Dublin, wasn't it? And you know, what I couldn't understand is how they found themselves in the situation that they were in that they had to rely on extra time and penalties to win games that they should have put to bed. It should never ever have come down to it. Now, in the semi-final last week against TU Dublin, they were they established this. They were 7 points up, you know, and they charted a different course to victory this time, in that they didn't need extra time or penalties, but they were hanging on by their fingertips at the finish to see out a place in the final. So look, Pa Hanrahan mentioned it there about the wily Billy Morgan behind the UCC team, but it's my alma mater, but I certainly wouldn't begrudge it to UL.
No,
I wouldn't begrudge it to UL, and I believe they've done the hard work. Like they went to Galway in a repeat of last year's final, won the football match after extra time, then beat DCU, who were fancied in many quarters. So in terms of pedigree, going into the final, you know, you'd say it has to be UL, but beware of tradition, Jack.
Yeah, you'd be definitely beware of tradition. And last year, obviously, with David Clifford in tow, UL didn't get the job done. But please God, tonight will be different, and they can win a first Sigerson title that they've been knocking at the door for a long time. Yeah. So please God, Declan Bruder and his side can get the job done.
Absolutely fantastic for the college, fantastic for Limerick football, especially with the 2 players involved, John Hayes and Ronan McGilligan, but more especially with those that are involved from Limerick in the backroom team, Declan Bruder, the Lavins, and Gerard O'Connor.
Yeah, so the best to look at those. That game is live on, I think it's TG Carr. It's definitely on the higher education YouTube. I think TG Carr are showing it.